Hi, it's Tracy Greene with the Greene team. We work with Coldwell Banker Wallace in the Knoxville and greater areas. And I just want to give you a little information that I keep repeating myself with folks trying to move to Tennessee. First off, yes, the market's crazy, as it probably is in your area. So, what we're seeing is just a lack of inventory. When we had a slowdown in the economy for about 8 years during the Obama time, this is the time when builders slowed down and maybe even stopped. And during that time, people kept having babies and moving to our area, and particularly in Tennessee. And so this has created this lack of inventory. For example, back in 2008, when I would open up my MLS, I might have 11,000, sometimes 15,000 houses to choose from. Currently today, I have 1,432 houses to choose from of all price ranges in our area. So with that being said, yes, it's a limited number of homes. A lot of people are bidding on the properties, but don't be discouraged. We will figure it out. So the first thing that you may want to do is explore some different areas. So if you're really committed to getting to Tennessee now, then maybe that area that you were thinking about might not be the best one at this moment. So we'll keep an eye on that, but we'll also expand your horizon in your search and look for some little surrounding areas that might work for your needs as well. Second thing is price point. Yeah, the market's going up, but the interest rates have stayed great. They're still like in the 3%. And so this is why people are just going ahead and biting the bullet and taking advantage of the market to buy. So with that being said, in a 30-year loan, with the increase in the prices, with the interest rates so good, we're really not seeing too much of a deficit. So let's just jump on board as fast as we can. The second or another thought is that how do I get my offers accepted? And that's what is the struggle. So generally speaking, the Greene team, my daughters and I, Kendra Ellis, Brooke Lavoie, we would love to help you guys find the area first. After we find the area, then find the properties. And generally that is the best thing to do, is just to come and visit us. Come on down for a little while and let's just explore. Maybe you're exploring on your own and seeing what areas that you may like. Then go back, and if a property wasn't here when you were here, then we can always do a FaceTime or Google Meet or Zoom or something, or just video a walkthrough for you and send it to you. Now, when you present that offer, you're going to make your offer contingent upon a home inspection. But keep in mind, it would be wonderful if you could be here for that time. But because people are doing this method, you're seeing a lot of houses jump back on the market. So in other words, somebody out of town's put a contract in on a house. After that contract has been accepted, they're doing the home inspection, coming down and viewing it, or just seeing that, hey, there's a lot of work to be done here, and then they're walking away. So with that being said, that's why you're seeing back on the market opportunities that are coming your way. And my listing links will have that listed back on the market, so you'll know what that's about. So it may not be that there was something horrible about the property. It could be that financing fell through, or maybe they just changed their mind, which is not really the approach that you need to have, I believe, in coming to Tennessee. I really feel like you need to do your due diligence before as much as possible, and go from there. So let's say that you do buy a house sight unseen. We've been doing this, and that's okay. It does put a lot of responsibility on Coldwell Banker, so we do have a form, of course, called Hold Harmless. But if you had a friend or a family or anybody that could come and just put their eyes on the property as well with us, that would be great, because that takes some of the responsibilities off of us. But we've been very successful, and sight unseen will work. Now, put yourself in a seller's shoes. They're looking at, let's say, 10 offers. They're looking at 10 offers, and they see that you're out of town. And they might ask me, are your folks going to be here? And they're hearing that people are just buying it up and then changing their mind. So just to let you know, maybe you put something in a special stipulations that says you are going to do a home inspection, but that you wouldn't maybe even ask for repairs. But either you walk away or you keep moving forward with no repairs. That's something that has been very appealing to a seller. The second is cash is king, and you know this, but not everybody has the cash available. So let's say you have not sold your home yet. Let's say you have a lot of equity in your home wherever you're from. Maybe you could do an equity line. You would have that cash, put it down here, and then you sell your property just afterwards to then replenish that loan. There's also short-term loans. Let's say that you're a landlord in your area and you have rental properties. So we have people here that do that for like a flip property or so on. And so that interest rate may be high, but it's for a very short term. And it's really geared for people that are going to buy property here and then use it as a rental. And that's fine. Use it as a rental until you sell your property. And then when you sell your property, then you can refinance that into your permanent residence. So that's one way for your offer to be cash. Another would be just doing that as a flip. So there are connections that we have with people that are doing these short-term loans. But an equity line is great. A second home loan is also an option. A second home loan would mean you up front tell them this is going to be my second home, and so the interest rate is a little higher than a primary home, but it gives you that advantage as well. So let's just say you have to sell where you are before you come to Tennessee. So I've had people do this differently, but I've had some go ahead and put their house on the market. As soon as they get a contract, they call me, we find something. Let's say it doesn't happen. And let's say when you negotiated your property at your hometown that you did not ask for extra days, but in this market I would ask for additional days to say past closing in the original home that you are. Give yourself about 30 days buffer. A typical contract normally takes 30 to 40 days to close here in Tennessee, and by the way, they are very booked as well. But that's pretty typical. Now, cash, we can probably get you in 2 or 3 weeks or less, depending on the title search and what all is involved. So, with that being said, time is the essence. So, let's just say you sold your house, you packed up, you moved all your things here, and you hope to stay in a hotel or a long-term stay, or maybe an Airbnb, which some of my clients have done, and it has worked out real well. Keep in mind, we also are right here in Sevierville, Pigeon Forge of Tennessee. There are so many cabins that you can rent on a monthly basis. We have so many campgrounds that maybe you could do a long-term camping idea. So maybe not the ideal situation, but hey, East Tennessee in the summer is wonderful. Well, any time of the year, because I'm prejudiced because we live here. So all of those things are ways to manipulate getting here to Tennessee. Going back to your contract, letting the sellers know that you're serious. Here's another tip. Maybe you make that earnest money more than just the $500, $1,000. Maybe you make it a really high number, especially if you're competing with other offers, which you probably will. That money is typically refundable after a home inspection if you walk away, and it's also refundable for if your loan falls through, or if you wrote in there that's contingent on the sale of your home. So perhaps you put in a smaller amount that is non-refundable, and we can write that out for you in the special stipulations of the contract. Maybe you put $2,000 non-refundable, so that means that they get to keep that money. If something happens, they definitely get to keep that money, and that may make it a little more appealing to them. I also think a letter is great. So write a little letter, maybe include a picture, have me put that with the offer that just explains who you are. And in this world, when you have so many people competing for these offers, maybe they want to know your story and why that property might work for them. The other things that I would like for you to consider is that you give a short amount of time for the loan to happen. So what that means, if a seller sees, oh, they can close in 30 days, or oh, they're closing in 45 days. Well, 15 days is half of a mortgage payment, half the rent, half of the taxes for the month, utility bills, etc. So maybe that means you need to have your pre-approval done. And regardless, as a buyer's agent, we always ask for you to do that. Uh, Text me, direct message me, email me, greenteamhomes@gmail.com, and just ask us for anything, but particularly who we might recommend. The reason I say that you might want to have a lender here in this area is because they know the title companies, they know the appraisers, even though they're hands away, side company, but they still are familiar with our ways of doing things. And so one of my worst experiences has been a buyer who had a computer lender that had nothing to do with East Tennessee and kept delay, and it cost them a lot of money to keep buying down their interest rates, and it was not a good thing. They were unhappy with their lender and therefore was unhappy with my services. So I would highly suggest that you get a local lender here to take care of your financing, and it doesn't matter where you are. Everything's electronic anyway, so it all works out really well. So those are just some of the tips about getting your offers accepted here, maybe some ideas of how you're going to transition between the move from your town to our town. So just to let you know, some of the areas that we do service is about an hour to an hour and a half outside of Knoxville. So I actually live in New Market, which is Jefferson County, which is near Douglas Lake and close to Sevierville and all of that area. I am 30 minutes from Knoxville, 30 minutes from Sevierville, 30 minutes from Morristown, which is Hamlin County. Now, we also service Blount County. My daughter Kendra is probably more the expert in Blount County, which includes Townsend, which is the quiet side of the Smokies, into the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. If you have any questions about outdoor activities, I'm probably your girl for fishing, hiking, biking, golfing, etc. My daughter Kendra she is the flipper, so she and her husband are contractors, and so they're helping some of their clients from out of town maybe settle in a house that may not be perfect. And if it's not perfect, we'll help you fix it. So they've taken houses down to the studs and just started over, or made additions, or opened up the kitchen, or remodeled with just basic flooring, whatever. My husband's also a contractor. We've been in the business for over 30 years, so I have a list of vendors that is extensive. So we've got you covered on that side. I may also be more of the person for your properties or for your land or your farms. And Kendra has stepped into that as well. Kendra really, her specialty is also in just investment properties. Maybe you're looking for that rental in our area that would give you money until you figure out all this stuff. And she's really good about that, or what a rent might be, and maybe turning it into something long-term, which leads me to Brooke. Brooke is my other daughter, Brooke Lavoie, and she is a house hacker. And what that means is that when she purchased her home, they live in one area, they Airbnb the other, added a tiny house, and now a glamping tent. So she's kind of our Airbnb go-to girl. She's also our global luxury specialist. So Brooke loves just the unique design homes, and she loves to help you think outside of the box and can help you manipulate that if that is something that you want to do. A lot of people have been asking me, can we just stay in her Airbnb? Well, to be honest, she's booked. She is right north Knoxville, just like 8 minutes or so to downtown Knoxville, and it has like 3 acres, but it's in the city, and it's just been crazy to watch. So if we'll try to provide some links for you if you're interested in seeing that. She has a beautiful tiny home, and that's also her other niche, is that she loves the tiny home concepts and can help you get with the right people to do that. I think her little Airbnb tiny home is the smallest tiny home, and you can find it on YouTube as one of the best in the country. Anyway, we can ramble forever. And by the way, just letting you know, we are going to do some more content-oriented videos, more kind of walk through some areas with you, some just maybe even a Zoom format, with some of our past clients to talk to you about, the whole process. And we'll provide an invitation to that if you're interested. So shoot us an email or a text and let us know what you might like to hear. And we hope you have a great, blessed day. And we say this all the time. We're the Greene team, and we'll treat you like family too. See ya. Bye.